Okay, so you need two real functions. Okay, so what is a function? So a function is a map, so we call the function f. Okay, it's a map from, and we write it like this, from a set A, that is a subset of the reals, to the real line. So we write it like this: from a number x that belongs to A, it assigns a number that we call f of x. Okay, so this is the kind of the standard way we write it. So A is a subset of R. Okay, so this means subset, if I haven't told you before. So for instance, if we have for instance, -1, 1, okay, this interval, closed interval, it could be a domain, sorry, a set like A, okay. So this set A that gives us the set of all possible values from which we can use this or take x numbers to assign a rule to it. We call it the domain, okay. The domain of f is this A, so it's the set of possible values from which to set of possible values to use as input for f. Okay, so even the domain, so I said something like -1, 1, a function will take this any value of this set and will assign a different value f of x. Okay, so for instance, the function f of x squared, it assigns to every number x the square of it. Okay, it's easy to say. Or the function absolute value, to every number x, it assigns the absolute value of x. Okay, we can also define functions piecewise. Okay, so for instance, in this function we can say, well, this is 3x squared plus 5 whenever x is smaller or equal than 2, and then it's x cubed minus 7x whenever x is greater than -2. Okay, so that means that if I'm using this, this is the real line, this is 0, -1, -2. So from -2 to -infinity as the domain, this function assigns 3x squared plus 5. Okay, and then from starting -2 onwards to infinity, it assigns x cubed minus 7x. Okay, so the assignment rule is different depending on the value of x you find yourself in. Okay, so the domain of this function is actually the real line. Okay, so for every number in the reals, you can assign a value to it. Okay.